before the video starts, please join the Discord in the description or in the top comment. Join. You know, I was gonna open this video by making a joke about how I've been gone for like 7 months, but I've done that so many times at this point that it's becoming a cliche for the channel. Hello everyone, my name is Kaiju Cooper, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Prime Star Convoy. Here he is in all of his massive glory. Thing is like 10 times the size of the core class, and man does he look absolutely beautiful. And my setup can't really fit all this beauty in the frame. My tripod is just not tall enough for this thing. This is probably one of my most anticipated figures of all time. Probably my favorite Optimus Prime design of all time. I have him as my Twitter profile picture, my Discord profile picture. I mean, I got this guy everywhere, you know what I mean? But before we take a look at the figure proper, let's take a look at the actual box. This is a very large, massive box for a very big figure. He is a Titan class figure, although to be fair, the Titan class has gotten smaller. If you put him next to the Legacy Metroplex, he is a lot smaller, but still, I think for a $50 discount, this is a good new price point. Anyways, here is the box. Here gets some nice art of Optimus Prime on the front. Top of the box has some nice promo art that they've been using for the Age of the Primes line. Transformers logo right there, the 13-star Optimus Prime. I don't care what Hasbro calls them. Star Convoy is a simpler name. I'm going to be calling them Star Convoy for the rest of the review. Side of the box, can't really fit in the frame. Side of the box, you get a nice recreation of Star Convoy's original artwork. That's a nice homage there. I really appreciate that. Other side of the box, just more of that artwork on the top there. Just this little guy. Back of the box, you get Hot Rod, Optimus, Trike Mode, Base Mode. Wow, so cool. So much fun. Play features. Wow. Onto the figure. Bringing Star Convoy back in a frame here, I am very happy with how this design was adapted into modern generations line. I think this does an amazing job of adapting the original artwork very well. It keeps those proportions and it has that angular, more Gundam look. I genuinely think this is contender for best generations Optimus Prime. Definitely one of the best ones we've gotten in years. I prefer this more than the FX86. Very solid feeling figure here, by the way. Very tight joints. You do hear some rattling in there, but that's not any of the figures pieces per se. It's more of the storage. I do wish that the star here was chromed. They have chromed some things for the HasLab Optimus Prime. That's too bad. Head sculpt here, probably one of my favorite head sculpts we've gotten in recent years for Optimus Prime. I love the angular vent, the extra head crest, the way the antennas poke out. Really just a great look for Optimus Prime's head. The back here, very clear. He does have some very thick legs. Now on the original toy, he didn't even really have legs. It was just two bricks in the shape of a leg. And that was really just a product of all the motorized crap they put into that figure. Very, very nice looking figure here. Good generations adaptation of a Japanese G1 design. And I think probably my personal favorite Optimus Prime that we've gotten from Hasbro in recent years. Now, I do have a few key complaints. One, the light piping here for his eyes is not very good and it leads to him looking kind of dead. But besides that, I really don't have too many complaints. The decals here on the arms are very nice. These look especially clean. I don't know what it is. The paint on this figure is very nice. There is some random silver paint on top of his shoulders for no particular reason, which I guess I don't really have a problem with. Now, one of the things I love about this figure is it has very Unicron trilogy-like ratchets. It feels solid like a lot of the toys from that era. I mean, you get really nice, solid, clicky ratchets that don't feel too tight either. I think the ratchets are done very nicely. You have some at the arms here and the elbows, along with some really strong ratcheted hips. They can go all the way out, all the way back like that. They ratchet out as well. No ratcheted thigh swivel, but I don't think it was needed here. A good ratcheted knee, a nice ankle pivot along with some slight toe bend. Only bends down though, that's for the transformation. All of these flaps move. Really my only point of contention with the articulation here is that his head is only on a swivel and a hinge. I would have preferred a ball joint or at least a proper hinge that would have let him look up at all. The hands are also on swivels and open, which is nice to get some good opening fingers on a Hasbro product. Bicep swivel as well. And that's pretty much it for his articulation. You do get a really nice clicky waist swivel there. I don't know if an ab crunch would have been too much to do for them, but I would have liked an ab crunch here. This guy's really pushing the limits of my setup. Goodness. Now, some of you may be wondering, where are the accessories? Actually, probably none of you were wondering that. It's just a weird transition into saying he comes with a lot of storage. His legs store pretty much all the accessories. In fact, if I move his ankle, I think some of them will spill out, so yeah. These kind of just open up. You gotta move this flap out of the way. Pull from the middle here, and you see a bunch of the accessories in there. Taking a quick look at the accessories, you sure get a lot of them. There is this hilt, which connects to the new blast effect for this set, which attaches to his blasters. Not a very convincing sword, but they put this in all the product images, so I figured I'd show it off anyways. Looks all right. Blast effects here. These are all reused, but I do appreciate the inclusion. I love blast effects. They look great for poses and photography on shelves. So you get this big chunky smoky one here, and then these more traditional blast effects. And these, I don't know if the camera picks it up that well, but these have like a sparkly, shiny quality. The yellow here, these are a lot lighter than the ones that came with Jetfire. These are a lot more orange. These are a lot brighter. I do like that these have a nice little metallic sheen to them though. And this, from what I understand, is supposed to be a big version of Roller from Optimus Prime's trailer. It's cool that they incorporated this in. There are some sculpted in windows at the front. These were painted on the original toy, but they go unpainted here, which a little bit disappointing. Unfortunately, no real treads. There's just some dinky plastic wheels on the bottom. There is also a turret here, which folds down for the base mode, but while it is folded up, if we bring Star Optimus in here, it does plug in using a 5mm port, so you do get an additional blaster if you so choose to do that. He also comes with this large blaster, which was a really nice inclusion. This is a very nice sculpted blaster here. It does come with this Energon bullet, very small translucent piece of plastic, clips in right here, and that's about it for that. I forgot to mention this earlier, but there are also these shoulder turrets. They have a hinge and they swivel on a 5mm port here. These are a cool addition. I'm glad those are there. Coming back down here, we have this little trailer thing. His name is actually MT13. Here is the MicroMaster Hot Rod. This figure looks really nice, very cute, solid figure. And the transformation is pretty simple. You kind of just untab the arms, flip those forward, and you're gonna unfurl the back here. You'll see his yellow legs there, and you're gonna flip these down for the heels and the feet. And then finally, you flip his hood down for the chest plate, and that's it for MicroMaster Hot Rod. A head swivel would have been nice for how small this figure is, though. I don't really care. Very limited articulation, but it is essentially just a bonus figure. So he just kind of stands there. This thing, the front comes off the cab, and there's some flip out cannons here. And these you just plug these on top and create a little turret battle station thing going on here. The little Zodiac. This is the quote-unquote artifact that comes with this figure. And yeah, that's about it for that. I almost forgot to do this, but here are some quick size comparisons. Here's Star Optimus next to the Fallen, Prima, and Solus Prime. Here he is next to the absolute garbage deluxe aerial bots. And I'm gonna do a couple size comparisons in here because I don't want to drag these figures out to the actual table. Here he is next to Legacy Metroplex. As you can see, he is still quite a bit taller. Legacy Menasor, he is still quite a bit taller. This is with upgrade kits as well. And finally, here he is next to the Netflix Voyager Optimus Prime and the VNR crossover Optimus Prime. Anyways, here is Star Convoy in his truck mode. It is a very large truck mode. Can't really fit it in frame, but here it is. Kind of too big to be a truck. A very convincing truck, at least. I mean, it's so fat. It is very oddly shaped because it is obviously just a robot laying down with his arms above his head. If you look at it as just really big redneck you camper, I guess it does work a little bit better. I do wish that the grille at the front was done in silver though, but considering how it transforms out of the arms, I understand why it's not silver, because then the paint would probably get chipped. Take a look at the back. You do get these ramps here. Can fit the trailer in either one of these, I'm pretty sure. Can't roll out because it plugs into these ports here, but it's an appreciated feature nonetheless. I don't like this gap at the bottom of the trailer. That's a little bit odd, but the tank treads on the back of the truck, that's pretty cool. All the guns plug into the top, the turret plugs into the back. I think overall this was done very nicely. Would have been nice if more of this trailer section here was silver. It's a little bit gappy when you get to the crotch plate covering here. Would have been nice if some more pieces folded out to make this a more cohesive piece here's the base mode. This can't even fit in my setup. I cannot even imagine how shaky this tripod has been the whole video. This thing is skinnier than a starved Malaysian boy. I mean, look at this thing. It's just Optimus Prime sitting up halfway. You can't even see the whole thing. The trailer thing connects here with some guns on it. This little hot rod platform is really fun. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. They didn't put real treads here. It's pretty justifiable considering that the treads fold out into some ramps, which the original toy did have. I am glad that they built it into the figure's engineering instead of having it be extra parts like the original toy was. There is this little spinny platform with hot rod, and this is probably one of the most fun gimmicks they've done for all of Transformers in like years, because let's be honest, they don't really do play feature gimmicks anymore. So you put a hot rod on the turret and then you can spin.
I hate you so much. I hate you, hot rod.
So the turret has this fun gimmick where you can spin it around. Let me take the blast effect off. This is probably one of the most interesting things they've done for any Transformer figure in like years. This is the way the base mode is supposed to look. You know, you can shove hot rod in the cockpit if you want, you know. I don't think you can close it up, but there's that. It's a stupid mode. But let's be real, most Transformers base modes are. And comparing this to most Transformer base modes, I think they actually did a better job here, because besides the obvious Optimus Prime torso in the middle, if you're using core class figures here, everything kind of has a spot where it could go do something, but it's obviously stupid. It's all base modes are stupid. So, but for what it is serviceable. I do appreciate what it is trying to do. The instructions also have it so where you can plug the adapter for the blast effects and the turret on the end of the barrel to create a bigger gun. But it just looks a little unsightly, so I'd rather just keep it circumcised at the front. Listen, I know this review's been kind of all over the place, but Star Convoy is one of the most genuinely impressive figures that I think we've gotten in new years. And I think this is a good standard for the Generations Titans going forward. I'm very impressed with the painting and sculpting on this figure. It's big, but it's still simple and fun. And I think the best way to describe this figure is this is the most a Generations Transformers figure has felt like a play set in many years. Big, it's chunky, it's fun, and it is a solid recommend. I could not recommend this figure more. I love it. It's wonderful, and this is probably going to be one of my favorite Generations Optimus Primes ever. Star Convoy, Star Optimus Prime, Star Guy here is a solid recommend. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. Very good figure. Good figure, solid buy. Get this figure. Very good. Very good. And yeah, I'd like to thank y'all for watching this video. You know, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And it's crazy to think that I started this channel 5 years ago now, and it's just been running for that long. It's crazy that I've kind of stuck with this thing for what seems like a crazy amount of time now, but it kind of all just flew by. Subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications. If you like the video, please share it. I'm assuming this won't get much traction due to me not uploading for many months in a row. I know my upload schedule has been less than consistent, but I really do hope you guys enjoy my content for the times that it is there. I do still enjoy making videos to some degree. And I'm hoping I'll be able to pump out content more consistently for you guys in the future. And that's about it. Please join my Discord. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. And follow me on Twitter. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks, guys. So, but I've done that for the intro of like every other. Oh my god, dude! Holy shit! That is a big ass bug. Oh, that crawled right over my foot. That's a cockroach. Oh my god. Dude, look at this little bastard. You can also take the chest and you can fit in mini Shia LaBeouf. Little Shia LaBeouf. You can pilot Star Convoy. Fit Gets in there nice. There you go, mini Shia LaBeouf.